Once again, Shimano has introduced a new product to the market, the North American market. And for those who don't know, Shimano's been making lures in Japan for a very long time. And more recently, the last couple of years, we've started to see an influx of these Japanese designed lures coming to the North American market. We first saw them with the World Minnow and the World Diver and the Macbeth series of crankbaits. And then as we moved on, we started to see the Armajoint regular 190. And then we started to see some more stuff like SWAGY Strong. Well, this is another bait I want to talk to you about that I think will have really good play in our market, whether it's clear water or dirty water, and it adds to the already popular SWAGY Strong spinnerbait series. This is the SWAGY Spinnerbait. Now the SWAGY is available in two sizes, a 1/2 ounce size and a 3/8 ounce version, and it comes in 2 blade configuration. There's a double willow, like you see here, and then there's also a tandem willow, they call it, but it's a willow with a Colorado kicker, really giving you more vibration in those times when you want that in off-colored water, or you want the bait to ride a little higher up in the water column, or just create a bunch more attractive vibration. That's what it does. So let's get to the root of this thing before we go through all the features, and really the why this bait is called SWAGY. SWAGY refers to the swage joint that is underneath on the blade arm of this spinnerbait. A swage joint is where you marry 2 different diameter wires together so that you can get the best of both worlds. One thing I've always known about spinnerbaits is you're picking between a lot of vibration and not much durability, or a very durable, tough spinnerbait that doesn't have a lot of vibration. And until now, we've never really seen a spinnerbait that can marry the 2 techniques or the 2 wanted features. SWAGY, like the SWAGY Strong, has 2 different diameter wires. The stronger wire on SWAGY is a 0.95 millimeter wire that is from the R-bend, just before the R-bend, all the way to the hook. And that gives you hook setting power, strength, and durability when fighting big, hard-pulling fish. On the blade arm side, the wire diminishes to a size of 0.60 millimeters. That increases the amount of vibration and thump you get out of the blades. What happens with that is that you get a blade arm that's going to be more flexible and create more vibration, and in turn pulse that through the entire body of the blade, so you get a ton of action from the SWAGY spinnerbait. So whether it's SWAGY Strong, which has heavier diameter wires, or the regular SWAGY, you've got options that give you the best of both worlds, durability and toughness with increased vibration to ensure you're getting more bites. When you're talking about other features about this bait, 6 colors are available in the SWAGY Strong. So everything from your natural golden shads to light whites to chartreuses, everything to cover the water spectrums, whether you're fishing dirty water or clear water. But more importantly, not only are they high quality skirts that are made out of silicone, they're hand tied with wire. That is a massive bonus because traditionally, spinnerbait skirts are put on with a silicone ring. And the ring will degrade in time or slip down if you get a bump and go to set the hook and miss a fish. Well, that's impossible with a SWAGY spinnerbait. Another premium feature about this is if you flip it upside down, you'll quickly notice a really, really sharp, perfectly sized hook. The hook is not oversized, it's beautifully sharp, and it comes with a wire keeper. So this is your plastics keeper that allows you to add trailers or anything else that you want and keep them up firm against the body, much like I've got here with a spinnerbait trailer. It keeps it up there no matter what you're doing. Another thing I really like about the SWAGY spinnerbait when it comes to premium features is a high quality ball bearing swivel on the blade arm. That ensures that blade's gonna start turning the minute it hits the water. Another thing you'll notice, traditional bent wires, they roll them over on spinnerbaits. There's actually a spot weld right down at the bottom where that swivel attaches, making sure you can't lose a blade. Every detail on this spinnerbait has been thought out. When you talk about the design of the head, a spinnerbait's ability to run straight really is in a lot of the design of the head. Well, the mass of the SWAGY spinnerbait is in the bottom of the head. You can see it's very narrow on the top of the head and very wide on the bottom, and that puts the center mass down low, and it allows that bait to track straight every time. They're very easily tunable, and the best part is whether you're running them with a trailer or you want to run them with a stinger hook, you can do that too. One thing about working spinnerbaits is the best spinnerbait fishermen in the world treat it like any other bait. They treat it like a crankbait, like a jerkbait, and that is they understand that there are specific cadences when you're working your bait that are going to trigger strike, and the fish, it's a living thing. It's going to change. You have to adapt to what the fish want at that time and place. Unfortunately for fishermen, or I should say fortunately, Fish don't have a given set of rules they abide by. They can always be changing. They can change when it goes from sunny to cloudy, or calm to windy, or the barometric pressure goes up or down. All of these are triggers that will affect their aggressiveness, the way they're gonna strike a bait. You know, some days they're gonna want you to bomb that bait out there, just because they want it to be burned fast and away from the boat. And other days they're gonna want you to have a little twitch or a snap or a pop of the rod. Really, it's your job as an angler to pay attention that when you get bit, you understand what you were doing to trigger that strike. Did you kill the spinnerbait? Did you pop it? Did you crank it really fast? Are they eating it right away? Are they eating it close to the boat? You know, are they bumping it and not eating it? And maybe that tells you need a change in color. The best fishermen in the world watch the little minutia of what's going on when they're fishing. And if you can do that, you're gonna catch more fish using any bait you use, but especially with something that sometimes gets forgotten, and that is the tried and true spinnerbait that has probably won way more tournaments than most of the baits on the market. Check it out. This is the new SWAGY spinnerbait from Shimano. It is absolutely incredible.